Stay. Literate. Lack of knowledge, it's a deficit, why don't you get with it? Can you get with it? Monumental task without it, why not get with it? Niggas get having fits, it never a quick fix. Trick doing tricks for preaching in the pulpit. The religious think science be a trick, but it's a religious trick. Pull out the blick, pray to Jesus, but still selling bricks. You still don't get it, you're still with it. Now you're in deficit, so what can science fix?
Can't fix your ignorance, your constant belligerence keeps y'all in a trick. In a trick. That shit's continue, stay at cap. You stay at cap.
What we do with that, we teach the teachers teach. Call cap on the preacher, if this was knowledge, you're in the bleachers. The pseudo slip, do some magic tricks. Back to not reaching you, we the teachers teach. Calling cap on the preacher, the grifting. What is a grift? There's no lifting. The tide is shifting, we practice then we uplift it. It's a polished gift, so what can science fix?
Science can't fix your ignorance, your constant belligerence keeps y'all in a trick.
Still in a trick.
Still in a trick. That shit's continue, stay at cap. You stay at cap.
No time for the grift, we kill them pseudo, no that's lift, shit stay lit. We never quit, not one bit, the literacy's lit. Killing them with the science shit. Teacher. Call cap on the peach. Stay, literate, steam.
Messed up, like he say he from up there where y'all at. He say he from New York. Well, upstate.
Upstate New York? Nah, we don't claim that.
Oh,
screaming at the top of your lungs don't make you that guy. Try to watch my style and replay it, don't make you fly. Don't take a break, cause the fake like the snake. When the big dog away, all they do is clout chase. When I enter the room, all they do is bout face. Put them lions on my back, then ball with the minister. Side put me on now, everybody wanna mimic you. Yeah, I thought I told you we the toughest here.
We be on the scene, niggas screen our shit. We the toughest you done seen, we the big boy clique. If he really want smoke, I pull up with him. Toughest environment, smoke city. I can tell by your energy, you ain't really woke. He showed up to the debate, but he choked. No money in his pocket, boy broke. Shit, the only thing he can teach is hope. Kill a spider, drown a fish, stomp a rose, do something. But don't come on side net up with the stunt. Everybody over here getting money. Touche hit me up, told me go and run it. Guess I'm Carl Lewis. You looking dumb foolish. Nigga way upstate making soft music. Boy, this the toughest environment, show you how to do it. Mr. Toughest environment, show you how to do it. We be on the scene, niggas screen our shit. We the toughest you done seen, we the big boy clique. If he really want smoke, I pull up with it. Toughest environment, smoke city. I can tell by your energy, you ain't really woke. He showed up to the debate, but he choked. No money in his pocket, boy broke. Shit, the only thing he can teach is hope. We be on the scene, niggas screen our shit. We the toughest you done seen, we the big boy clique. If he really want smoke, I pull up with it. Toughest environment, smoke city. I can tell by your energy, you ain't really woke. He showed up to the debate, but he choked. No money in his pocket, boy broke. Shit, the only thing he can teach is hope.
Peace. Assalamu alaikum. Hotep, namaste, jumbo, ashe, shalom, shalom. All the greetings of love and light to the darkest minds of the light. I needed to come on here briefly just to pay my respects to the soldiers, the veterans, men and women who have dedicated their lives and lost them in the service of our country. It's a lot of our family members, a lot of our loved ones. And yeah, this isn't going to be long, but it is going to be strong because I want to remind people that even though you may be in a position where you don't, maybe some of you don't have any service people in your family or friends of yours, but there are a lot of people in our communities that have served in the have done service to our country to become soldiers, better themselves, to become servicemen. And we did have Veterans Day, but now we have Memorial Day. And I was kind of joking on the other channel earlier saying let's remember some songs, but we really need to keep in mind all the soldiers who have died, who've lost their lives for us. Uh, you know, over the years, we've had some major wars, and soldiers have fallen. They've been enlisted. They know what they signed up for, and they bravely served the country to their end. So I do want to bring that up, and I want to say thank you to those who are still living. Of course, we had Veterans Day. Uh, did we have Veterans Day? Stop. Anyway, I want to say thank you for your service to all the ladies and the gentlemen who dedicate themselves and better themselves. I have great respect for people who decide to take that path. So yeah. I want to make sure I include women, so I'm just saying people, not just men and women. So our younger generation, they don't really uh, have access to a lot of the soldiers who served, if any, soldiers who served in like the Korean War. Maybe they don't have access to older people like who served in probably in the Vietnam War. But I just was thinking about it today, right now, and I stopped and I said, I'm going to do a little stream. There are people that you should sit with, and not just that, the Gulf War, you know, you should sit down with those people and listen to them. They have some very interesting stories. They can tell you about a lot of their friends. My niece's husband at the time, he was telling me a story. He was in the Gulf War, and he just told me some pretty harsh stories about his friends witnessing things. A lot of times soldiers don't bring that stuff up. It's just how they're wired. They internalize it, or if they get with other soldiers, they'll bring it up. But if at all, but usually they don't bring it up to just, regular civilians like us. So if you can have the opportunity to sit down and just listen to them, it really is humbling, and it gives you a great, very, very deep respect for what they have endured. Like, speaking of the Vietnam War, I actually got to my family, we got to hear stories about the Korean War from an actual Korean war vet, who just stories that you can't even imagine, like being trapped in the jungle, having to basically eat whatever they could find, and having the things they had to do to civilians, that of course, because they were being attacked, things like that. It's just crazy stories that young men and women don't, of course they know that it's war, but when they sign up for it, they would never imagine some of the horrific things that can happen. They know that their lives are that their lives are on the line, not in danger, I should say on the line. Um, but yeah, it will help if you know any veterans who can sit down and talk to you, any veterans at all that can tell you about their friends that have fallen. It's a good time to sit down and just say, hey, you don't have to go to them and say, do you have any fallen friends? But maybe you can say that to some of them. Some of them are pretty tough, like the Marines. Not saying other soldiers are not tough, but the Marines are pretty tough. However, uh, however you do it, just honor if you are okay with that. If you are one of those people like I don't care about this country, then fine. It's not even about government. It's about the actual friends and family, neighbors, people in your community. They go to foreign countries for us, and some of them don't come back, not walking, they come back, unalive. So, yeah. I told you this isn't gonna be long, but I wanna say, um, thank you to the families of the fallen soldiers. Peace, OG videos. Greetings, Tropical Spice. Yeah, peace, Brother Law. Peace to you and your queen, Miss Nicole. Peace to, oh boy, when they tell the truth about Black history in movies has to be through movies like Sinner. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I like that movie. Why doesn't Tyler Perry make more Black history movies? I have today, and I am proud to say, I am, it makes me feel so good to say that I have never watched a Perry movie in my life. I've seen the clips on the videos and, never will. I don't watch that kind of nonsense. Anytime a man can dress up like the matriarch of a culture, a family, and pretend to be a big mama, and everybody thinks it's funny. I don't boycott it, but I just don't watch it. If people want to watch it, good for you. I don't, and I know it's not all Medea, but my sister watches. She loves Medea. She went and saw the play. There was a play. She asked me to go. I said, no, thank you. No, thank you. So, but peace to everybody. Peace to everyone, Capricorn. Uh, just remember, we have soldiers out there, and they are us. Okay? This isn't about, oh, I don't like the government. I don't like the president. We're not talking about the president. I want you to think of your family and friends or somebody that you love might have a sister, a brother, a father, a cousin, an uncle that lost their life as a soldier, as a service person. Um, yeah, so enjoy this day. Remember those people. Talk to them if you can. I'm honored that I got to speak to, that I had access in my family to. Well, my family had access to a Korean vet. My uncle, a lot of not with two of my uncles who are Vietnam vets. One of them told a story. I'll just tell you this. Once, there were some Vietnamese. There were some soldiers that went to the Vietnam War, and they were underage, like 15, 16 years old, because they lied to be enlisted because they wanted to serve so badly. Teenagers. The average age of a Vietnam vet was 19 years old. 19, 19, 19. It was tough, you know? Young men wanted to do something and they were told, go serve your country. Then what happens? They watched their friends. Oh, my uncle. So he said when he was over there, the Viet Cong, they were fighting against them, of course. A lot of people who fought were farmers. They were just vigilante. They weren't really like how we have the armed forces. They were just trying to fight, to survive. So really, we had both sides. Our soldiers who were thrown into something they shouldn't have even been in, and then the villagers and the farmers over there fighting, all for what? But that's a different. I'm not going to get into the politics. Um, but my uncle said that his whole, like, his troop of the men, they basically got mowed down, slaughtered. And making a long, horrific, the way he told the story, it was just, you could hear a pin drop, but he had to hide under deceased friends of his, like their bodies, to try to stay alive. And he stayed under there for hours and hours until, it was safe to come out. These are the things as young men in their teens and early 20s, and some maybe a little bit older, but the average age of the Vietnam veteran was 19. These were just kids to me. Of course, they're soldiers, not disrespecting them, but to me, those are just kids. And some of them the ones that survived, they watched their friends just, lose their lives. And yeah, so think about that. Think about that today. I have my children are around that age. And I was telling you about my niece's husband, since I'm throwing this out there, like I'm getting a little graphic, but about the bodies. But hey, this is the stuff these people, this would happen. They're fallen soldiers, and the survivors witnessed this. These were young men. The families are still surviving. My niece's husband said they were doing guard duty, on watch. And he was talking to one of his really close friends. They're having fun, laughing. Poof, like, psh. He called it red mist. His friend just was, boom, gone right in front of him. Just nothing but red mist. I guess he was hit with some type of, I don't know, torpedo or something. Some heavy artillery was used on him. He said he just was talking to him at 1 minute he was there, and the next minute it was just red mist. You know what that means, right? Get it? So these are the fallen. Can you imagine? You're talking to your friend you love, you're close, and these people make strong bonds with each other because their lives are on the line. They have to watch each other's backs. And you're just thinking, yeah, when I get home, boom, nothing but just a fog of his whatever was once him in front of you. And you don't know where it came from. And the way he told that story, it was just, whew, I'm still feeling it. Like, it makes me, it's terrible. So this is the day. You should do it every day, of course, but this is the official day. Enjoy your day, have your fun. But remember, there are people who lost somebody they really love. And the people who fell today, who are being honored, the ones who are service people, what an honorable way to go. See, the Vietnamese War, it was sad because those young men, those teenagers and the young men that came home, they didn't come home to ticker tape parades and accolades of people cheering them on and all kinds of people telling them, great, thank you. They came home to people throwing eggs at them, egging their homes. People took their anger out, the anger that they had for the government, they took it out on the soldiers. We're not going to do that, right? So let's remember the fallen soldiers, and let's send our love out, and whatever you do, prayers, love, positive energy out to their friends and families, and to the other soldiers who actually were there and witnessed the loss. All right, peace and love to everybody. Yeah, I know it's crazy. You know I love you. Mwah. Kiss everybody. Hello, Nepal. Thanks a lot for hosting, sweetheart. You're welcome. Don't make me feel so appreciated. No, do make me feel appreciated. But really, this isn't. I appreciate the love. This is really about everybody out there who is a service person, who saw someone fall, or who is a loved one of a service person or friend. You saw them. Think of those people right now and have your fun, though. I'm not trying to bring your day down. Come on. Because I teach anyway. There is no really, death is not the end. It is just a new relationship. I'm glad I remembered to say that. Duh. To the ones who have lost someone, this isn't just about religion. So if you're an atheist, that you can rock with this, because science says, come on, the laws of thermodynamics. Energy does not die. You cannot destroy energy. It basically turns into another form. So we know that we're energetic. We know we get hooked up to EEG machines, EKG machines. There's electrical pulses. We have an electrical pulse. We have energy, obviously, calories. We know that, right? We don't have to go. So to the ones who've lost their loved ones, they're not dead. It's sad that you cannot touch their bodies. It's sad that you can't see them in the material form, but they're always going to be with you, especially if they're your parents or a loved one. You share some DNA, so they're literally in you. They're still here. So when you think about them, what we do is enhance the presence. Because remember, like I said, your thoughts are energy, right? Yeah, sure they are. Brain waves, correct? So at this time, when you remember the fallen, we salute all the soldiers, we salute the veterans, the servicemen, we salute the servicewomen, and we say thank you for your service, but your bodies are gone. It hurts, but we accept it, that your bodies are gone, but your memory, the memory of you, your energy, and if you are a part of our DNA, all of that's still here with us. We love you. Peace to the darkest minds of the light. All right. Have a good day, y'all, because tomorrow's a work day. You're like, why should you do that? No, tomorrow might not be a work day for all of you. But so peace and love. Have a good day. And remember, happy Memorial Day.